Hey everybody, welcome to today's video for September 15th, 2022. It's Thursday. Um, During this video, I'm going to give a quick market overview, talk about my trading style, get into my current trades that I'm in, talk about a new trade that I just opened today, and then have a look at what's potentially in play for tomorrow. So, without further ado, quick disclaimer that this is not investment advice, just my opinions on the stocks. And let's get into some charts. So first, we got the SPY down 1.1% today. Really got hit the past 3 or so days. Tuesday, big gap down. Wednesday came back slightly, and today another sell-off. So um, from a daily chart perspective, not looking great. Sold off on pretty good volume a couple days ago, so certainly on alert for that. And in terms of a longer downtrend, this year is switching now to a 10-year chart. We're still maintaining this downtrend. So a couple times, once in August, once in September, we did poke through the 8 EMA on a monthly basis, but remaining back below it. So until that changes, till we get that monthly close back above this trending line here, the moving average, I'm still considering this a downtrend. Switching to the Qs, same story. IWM also down 0.73% today. Have a look at gold, selling off, going lower, following through previous month's lows. TLT is almost flat today. Interesting. Maybe this is carving out a bottom. Having a look at Bitcoin down 2%. This, again, still just a no play. Looking at where we're at with the VIX. VIX was up today. Still an elevated VIX, above 20. We're currently at $26.27. Just recognizing that as a bit of an elevated VIX for in terms of position sizing and overall exposure to the market, keeping relatively low. So here we go, my trading style. What am I looking for? Currently got a pretty full-size portfolio, even though they're very small positions. Just number of trades wise, I'm holding now 10 positions, which is relatively large given the market conditions. So having said that, let's jump into EVH, which I've been holding on to for the longest here. EVH down a little bit today, still kind of showing a nice uptrend. The stock's showing really nice relative strength overall. Oops. ELU is next in line, down a little bit today, having an inside month over last month, which is okay. ISV next in line. Let's pull back a little bit. It showed a lot of strength the past few days earlier in the week, and the past day or two sold off a little bit. So looking at this month's low, around $100 as my stop. So this I'm risking about $4.50 from where we're currently at. And DK, it's usually not worked well on a 10-year chart, but switching that back over to a 9-month chart, which we've got here, touched a high in terms of at least over the 9 months, maybe even going past that. So it looks like almost a 52-week high, which is definite relative strength that I like to see in my stocks. EN would be next, having an inside month hanging out well above the 8 EMA of the previous month, which would be my stop. FLEX. This tagged a high a couple days ago and then immediately sold off. So not looking great, kind of making me look like a fool. But if I'm holding in, keeping to my rules, looking below this month's stop, and that's probably going to be close to last month's ADMA. This month's low of September is $17.02. So I've got about $1 to risk from here before I cut and run on that. ECPX. Down 0.84% today. This one relatively holding out up well to the others, though. This is, I would say, above the breakout area that I was buying it, above 26.69. So it's holding up kind of nicely from a relative strength perspective. The NOW just hanging in there, keeping aware of last month's EMA, 8 EMA as my stop. NAT down 2.69%. Still starting to continue the breakout, so I would say some good relative strength there. And then CANO, which this is my newest position. I opened that up today above last month's high of 716. So I'm holding that at a loss currently. We'll kind of see where that goes. I'm using this month's low as a stop in the 575 area, and then we'll adjust that higher as the breakout continues over time. And last but not least, in terms of what I'm looking at for tomorrow's stocks in play, no new buys to be adding tomorrow. So really just kind of keeping a look at the stocks that I'm currently holding, which there's 10, so a bit of a lengthy list there, just being aware of the previous month's 8 EMA, or in the case of CANO, this month's low, which is my stop, and making sure that if we see any pullbacks tomorrow, that I'm honoring those stop points and selling as I decided that I would before I entered the trade. So that's kind of where we're at for today. Looking forward to a weekend update that I'll be posting this weekend. Hopefully, we can have some decent performance like we did last week. I'll be updating this chart right here as we drop back a little bit since 1.43 is where we closed last week, and currently sitting around 1.7, 1.8 negative. So hopefully tomorrow we have a nice little comeback of a day, and we'll close out the week strong. So to anybody still watching, if you made it this far, thank you for watching, and have a good night.